Oh, what is up, everybody? I haven't really even mentioned much about it being Memorial Day today. And one of the really funny things is that on a normal Memorial Day at this park, the whole weekend would have had events. There would have been people everywhere. And the economy would have gotten a little bit of a summer boost. Cute little town. But Memorial Day during COVID1984 was something completely different, huh? Now, some people were not as locked down as others, right? But I mean, right now I'm looking at this woman. She's walking two dogs all the way down there. She's got a mask on. There's no one out here. My entire park that would be like booming right now is completely empty. In fact, they didn't really even mow the lawn much recently. I don't know if you're catching all these dandelions, but there's plenty of them. Things are going to crap, and they have begun to lay off county workers in emergency meetings. And it will be sad when this little community goes down. Now, on the flip side to that, my brother showed up today with his son and his wife, and it was good to see little William. Cute little kid. But once again, when we talk about Memorial Day and everybody was ready to wave their flag, not too many people waving the flag right now. I mean, we've known that war is a racket for some time if you're watching this, but that's why I'm not quote unquote America first, because you have to ask, which America are we talking about? Are we talking about the America that's locking people down and gutting their pensions, crashing the economy, and handing power over to unelected technocrats? Is that the America we're talking about? Are we talking about the America that lied about weapons of mass destruction, the America that allowed the FBI to follow people like, I don't know, John Lennon or Robert Kennedy Robert Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr.? That one? The FBI that also cooked the bomb in the 93 World Trade Center bombing? That FBI? That America? What America are we talking about here? When we think of Memorial Day and those that have sacrificed, you would hope it would be the best of this country. I would say a lot of the conflicts are not that. But when I say the best, the ability to have free thought and free movement and freedom. And the Constitution and Bill of Rights are really the documents that they have eviscerated in every way, shape, and form, and basically call them, ancient history or, historic documents. They don't really pertain to reality anymore. And that's sad because they were imperfect documents to begin with, but they knew they were imperfect. They knew that one day a black person wouldn't be 3/5 a person. They knew one day women would be able to vote. Okay? And they knew that they would be able to do that by amending the Constitution, which was imperfect at the time, because there is no perfect form of government, in my opinion. However, that's not what we have anymore. In fact, we have, a system where government and media and technology are all in lockstep. It's very fascistic, where they censor ideas, where they censor speech, where they manufacture outrage, where they illegally torture people and imprison them with no charges, where they hire third-party companies like Black Cube and Stratfor and the Kissinger Institute to institute not only measures of surveillance on innocent human beings that have simply outed war crimes, but even plots to kill those human beings. And these days, no one blinks an eye. But I wonder, across America, where a lot of people's Memorial Days, even if they were able to have them, they weren't too happy, what they were thinking when they were waving that flag. What does that flag mean right now? Is it New York tough and stronger together and all these fear campaigns? Because what I haven't seen is the ability to let people manage their health, based on what they'd like to do. I've seen nothing but medical disinformation and dictatorship. When you can't allow physicians to speak out and let them go viral with their opinions, based in medicine, whether they be right or wrong, you're in a situation of medical dictatorship. When you are put into a hospitalization situation where you've basically signed all of your rights over to this hospital to do whatever they want to you, normally you would have a mother, father, a brother, a sister, a wife there with you in order to what? Protect your best interest. You make that illegal, that's a medical dictatorship. Okay? And right now, you know, there's a lot of pushback, thank goodness, on Bill Gates. And now it's like, oh, it's a conspiracy theory if you're critical of some billionaire that's never been elected, that if you've watched Corbett's documentary series on, you know, got his power through questionable means and associations based in what? His parents, nepotism, like many. Not because he was brilliant or smarter than anybody else. No, because he had connections and he was ruthless. Imagine that. Ruthless businessmen taking over, making money, and leaving a wake of destruction in their path. And that's what you have with Bill Gates. So, you know, this Memorial Day, it may be the final one where people can even remember what it was like before COVID-1984. Because if these people get their way, they're going to reimagine education, they're going to reimagine the economy, they're going to bring in an automation nation, they're going to push the track trace database society to its next possible limit. And by the way, I know we only got 19 watching these days, it's unbelievable. 54,000 subscribers, 19 people watching. That's where we're at. 18 people watching. Can we get some thumbs up? Who's in there? 16 people watching, just dropping like flies. Oh, and you know, I'm sorry that, you know, this is happening. I'm glad that, you know, the military seems to be pushing back a little bit and they don't want to be as involved, but the sad truth is, are the American people pushing back? I'm not seeing it. I don't know, guys. I had a great discussion today with R.A. the Rugged Man. R.A. the Rugged Man is a legendary rapper. If you haven't heard Legends Never Die, do yourself a favor. Go check it out right now. There's a bunch of it over on YouTube. And then his latest album is All My Heroes Are Dead. We're talking about guest spots from Inspector Deck, Master Killa, Ghostface Killa, Onyx, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Chuck D, Immortal Technique, and so many others. Atmosphere is on there. And I'm leaving out people I shouldn't be. Incredible album. Political messages you're not going to find in the mainstream. Talent you're not going to find in the mainstream. Production value, a full album of greatness you're not going to find in the mainstream. So I just want to shout out to my man Rugged for doing the interview. It was really awesome. Also did Mixed Martial Mindset because we got fights coming up on Saturday. We all know I'm a fight fan. John Fitch, I thought that was a fun one as well. And we kicked out reports on both the Epstein case and the new artificial intelligence police officers that are helping you in New Zealand in this quaint little new world order that the predator class is built on the backs of good working, good meaning, well-intentioned human beings that bought into a system of fraud. And this is the memorial of our freedoms, folks. I'm sorry. Look, again, totally empty. Totally empty. This whole thing would have been, you know, bang until 9, 10, maybe even had a little bit of fireworks action. Not this year, and who knows what's going to happen after this, because people without jobs and people who become dependent on the government and people who buy into free money through a UBI, they're not going to be happy. You know why? Because it's just going to devastate everybody else around them. Yeah, that's right. Let's just give up on humanity and forget our self-worth and take $24,000 for nothing. That's going to solve all our problems. So, fully demonetized on the platform, guys. As you know, 5, 10, 15 bucks, it means the world to me. The GoFundMe is in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. I love you. I'll see you on the flip.